Hello, and welcome to the Pandemic Pantry. Today, we're going to be making poached fish from Swedish cooking, actually the poached salmon variation. To go with the fish, we'll also be making the picante sauce. Let's get started. Start out with a large pot and about a liter of water. Spice that up with about 3 teaspoons or a bit over 1 tablespoon of salt. No great precision is needed for this recipe, no grams, just some spoons. Then some white peppercorns, which is a problem for me, so let's just assume about half a tablespoon of white pepper. Break up a carrot and let it get a little salty. And now we need half an onion. A cutting board and a knife and an onion, and cooking is normal. All right, oh no, that's not good. Well, seems like we can just cut it out. So if your onion is doing something, I don't know what, just cut out the bad parts and you'll be fine. A little bit more. Take off the skin if you want. Yeah, because that's also not looking the greatest. So put that in. It's approximately half an onion. And the last piece is a sprig of dill. Just pull it out and unceremoniously break it up and toss it in. Now bring all of that up to a boil and make sure that all of the salt is dissolved. Very nice. Now add your pieces of fish in. I've got these 2 little steaks. And cover that up and simmer it. Don't boil it to poach the fish. Just very gently. A few minutes for little steaks like these, and longer for bigger pieces. Once the fish is poached, take it off the heat and put the pot into a bowl of cold water, like you just saw. The fish can be served either hot or cold. I decided for the cold style, and the cold water will cool it off, and as it warms up, change the water to keep it cooling off. Now let's turn our attention to the sauce. Start out with 100 to 150 grams of sour cream in a bowl. And then for this, we're also going to need 1 raw egg and 1 hard-boiled egg. So this is the raw egg. We need to separate it into yolk and white. I was going to use the shell method, and then the shell did not break. So instead, we're doing the hand method. And the hand method into these little bowls didn't work so great, so I made a huge mess. It's all okay as long as you get your yolk. Doesn't matter. You just need the yolk. A little bit of tossing around, and there we go. We have a yolk. Put that into a little bowl just to keep it. And go wash your hands. So now, the hard-boiled egg. Just take the white off, and we want to get the yolk out of there and get that into a bowl. And once that yolk is in a bowl, toss in the other yolk. So we've got a cooked yolk and a raw yolk. And now we need about a tablespoon of mustard. And it looks like I'm almost out of mustard. And then we need half a pinch of white pepper, which, what is half a pinch? I don't know, some amount of white pepper, and then a tablespoon of vinegar. Here's some nearly useless knowledge. A tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So 3 of those teaspoons of vinegar. And mix that all together. Try to smash up the cooked yolk as much as you can. We want a creamy sauce here. And once it's smooth, we're going to add it to our sour cream and mix. And just continue to smash any little bits of the hard-boiled yolk that you find in there. Don't worry if you don't find them all, because there's going to be chunks in this sauce anyway. Chunks of what, you might ask? Well, chunks of the egg white. But first you need to get rid of some of those yolk chunks. All right, now we need to kind of cut up in some small pieces our white. Just kind of rough technique, nothing special here. And now, while you mix that up, go and watch my other video about making the vegetable loaf from the same cookbook. And once you've made the vegetable loaf, plate a slice of the loaf. Take a nice slice of it and get it onto that plate. Beautiful. And then let's get a piece of our fish that's nice and cool now. Just take it right out and put it down, either on or next to, somewhere on that plate. And a few dollops of our sauce over the fish, over the loaf, and then we can garnish it with a bit of dill. Just rip that off and tear it apart and sprinkle it artistically over the top. Lovely. This has been the pandemic. Uh-oh. I didn't sing a song or read any poetry. What would be appropriate for poached fish? How about a whaling song? Let's go with that. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds picked up her bow, dip down, oh blow, my bully boys blow. Soon may the Wellerman come and bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.